A splintered timeline group of humans exist in the Edge of Fate. We know they are scientists, experiment with intertemporal anomalies, and will be interactable in the Edge of Fate. But where did these beings come from? How did they morph through time, it would seem? And what are they still searching for? Today we discuss these mysteries. From the new cutscene, we see the Aionians, as Lodi calls them, who live on Kepler and have been here for a very long time. He refers to them as scientists, and they've hosted him since he showed up on the strange planetoid. From one audio clip in particular, we can kind of hear them talk in the background.
They've been great hosts since I showed up here a few weeks back. They've been great hosts since I showed up here a few weeks back.
Now Lodi is talking over them, but you can kind of make out these modulated sci-fi voices. They wear red robes, have what appears to be armor on, and a helmet with blue lights. Some of the helmet lights have sets of 4, while others just straight up have 5 in a row on the visor. I'm not sure if this has some type of significance story-wise. Maybe each Aionian has different numbers of blue lights on their helmet depending on what their task is and how high up they are in the ranks. On their robes, you can see the 2 half-circle symbol also seen around the environment and on the drone-type objects in the concept art. This might be the representation for their mission or Aion itself. We don't know what's under the helmet though. Is it straight up just a human? Is it a consciousness implanted into a body like an exo? From that audio I enhanced, I can't really understand what they are saying. Do they speak English? Do they speak some garbled text and will have English subtitles?
Your companion gave me a debrief about your mission before she insisted on meeting the scientists here.
Scientists?
Oh yeah, the Aionians are brilliant. They've been great hosts since I showed up here a few weeks back.
Objects from a different time were sent to us, like we were called or invited. Did you get one too?
Of sorts. I got a call of my own. I'm staying with the locals for a while. Time distortions all over this place. The Elixni make it hard to traverse further out. If you're here to sort out the time anomaly, it sounds like we're on the same side. I'll help you look into your calling card. You help the locals with some of the weightier tasks. You seem like you can handle yourself.
But apparently from some of the early content creator previews, I've heard you can actually interact with most of the Aionians on Kepler. And they might give you a line of dialogue or 2 about the story, which is kind of cool. Lore entries can also be found and seen in the environment. Kepler is their home though, and they've been here for a while. The devices seen on the surface seem to be theirs, and information from the Aion terminal suggests objects deployed. These could be some of those. The same logo is also seen on some crates and different walls around the environment too. Much of their origin is still a mystery, but they seem to be a splintered group of humanity, kind of like we've seen before. That's all we can go on until we hear a voice or what's under the mask, if anything. What if it's an entirely new humanoid species somehow? But all hints, including from the Bungie writers, seem to be a splintered group of humanity.
It's not you going to the same location where you expect to see someone delivering a piece of information to you between, specific missions. It is like you exploring the world, finding these people, pulling on all these different threads in order to discover things within this weird and wonderful place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The feedback is loud and clear. We want to keep the player out in the world, out and exploring, and get information to them for a change.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look. So this is, we've got up on screen kind of one of our first pieces of concept art from the future. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here?
No, I can't. On purpose. What I can tell you is that this is some concept art of our new destination, which, like I said, is a new place that we haven't been to before, which means that these people that that you're seeing are people that we haven't met yet. We're going to learn a lot more about them, and I love this piece because the longer that you look at it, same with some of the other art that we've shared so far, the more you start to see things that are kind of familiar all the way out at this new location.
I think we talk about a lot, and like I think the last concept really like spoke to it is like especially when we're developing a new destination like this, like we really think about like what is a storied history that's happened here? What's something that players can like really sink their teeth into and dig deep into? And you know, going into this concept, something that I love about it that's really resonant with me with a lot of the early creative discussions we had on it is that we wanted this place to feel like an exotic world that is just tailor-built around the joy of discovery, right? And then so within this new destination in Apollo, you're going to be discovering powerful abilities in order to uncover secrets in this location and in order to carve a path to the great mystery at the heart of the planet. Like, how can we get that like grand mystery in that game, that feeling that there's something right around the corner, that like it's kind of at the heart, has been at the heart of Destiny for a long time. And as we've been closing down the Light Dark saga, it's been an amazing roller coaster ride, but we want to expand and grow Destiny, and we want to change it. And you know, that's what I think these concepts are starting to speak for us.
We of course know Clovis Bray Corporation knew something about and was involved with the Aion initiative, which may have started all of this in the first place. Aion stands for Apollo Intertemporal Observation Network. Aion's job, according to their terminal, is to note and log data on time dilation and other anomalies across the visible universe. They were named after the Greek god of prophecy and truth, which of course is Apollo. So the Aion initiative may have been to find or study these anomalies. The Aionians seem to be the ones tasked with that goal. The Aion terminal from the ARG found at aionarchives.net gives us a lot of information about this group, some hints and secrets before we get to jump into the expansion next month. Apparently, at some point in the past of this program, there were 2 occasions where scientific dishonesty cost them years of progress. And they have heavy punishment for incidents like this. They don't want it to ever happen again. Aion was interested in trans-Neptunian objects and how they clustered in strange ways not explainable by the gravity asserted on them. They theorized that another planet-sized object might have existed. This is Kepler. Despite their initial goal from those terminals, it seems their research here is still ongoing. They are scientists. We see them around the area inspecting, learning, and conversing with each other. We do know that Kepler has a black hole at its center. They could be interested in that. Black holes have massive effects on time from what we know. The Aionians are a splintered off group of humanity. Think of it kind of like the Neomuni, but on a greater scale. You have normal humans who went through the collapse and live in the solar system, mainly Earth. You have those on Neomuna who survived the collapse and continued building their own golden age. And then you have these people, who seem to be from a different split timeline entirely. During the golden age, or maybe even before with some of the lore we're seeing from the external observations group, did they succeed in finding a place that exists like this? Maybe through time travel, maybe through some of the gravitational weapons they were building in places like Chicago. Allison and Robbie described the Aionians as being a perfect blend of faith and science. The Aionians believe faith and science are the same thing, actually. And the mystery of this new planet involves a lot. You have the Nine, time, Lodi, Aionians, and the mystery at the center of the planet. With all of this, it makes me wonder, and others, is Rasputin connected to all of this? Clovis Bray for sure, but what about the late Warmind? Well, as Baron here posted on Reddit, we see an image on Kepler from Mr. Raffle Waffle's early preview video that is very similar to the planets we saw inside the Seraph bunker seasons back. So again, more connections. Did Rasputin know about this? Was this just architecture carried over from Clovis Bray installations? It would make sense that the Warmind would know about the Aeon initiative. He knew about Neomuna and the Nephili stronghold, and that was pretty top secret. So to me, it would be no surprise that Kepler would have been in his data vaults too.
Guardian, if you are listening to this, then the deed is done. I trust my sacrifice was not in vain. Anna and I have shared our farewells. This will be hard on her, but she is resilient, strong, and she is not alone. I have a final message for you as well. The Neptunian city in Osiris's visions is real. I do not know its exact location, but it is home to the Veil, an object of immense paracausal power, one that is linked to the Traveler. The details are contained within the Nephili stronghold files retrieved from the Cosmodrome. I have decrypted them for Osiris's benefit.
But anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. A little mini overview on the Aionians and what we know so far. If you found any secrets and tidbits we missed, be sure to post them in the comments down below. And if you'd like to see some more Destiny news, lore, and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.